anxiously. This is the first baby dinosaur to break out of its shell. He climbs onto his mother's back as soon as he is born. He's very smart and clever. Then the second egg is born. The second one is very mischievous. He picks up a wooden stick and knocks it around. There was only the biggest one left. Dad thought it must be a big one, but when he opened it, there was only a tiny body inside the huge eggshell. Even its guts were very small. This little dinosaur was named Arlo. He was destined to be something special from birth. It didn't take long for the little dinosaurs to grow up. Sister could already plow the ground with her face, and his brother could irrigate the crops. But Arlo was still small in stature. He could only do small tasks like feeding the chickens. Even so, he was often bullied by the hens. Dad led the children to the granary and carved his footprints into the stone wall. This is a symbol of honor. Only those who have contributed to the family can be stamped on it. Soon all the brothers and sisters have carved their seals. Only Arlo was still unable to do anything. To encourage Arlo, his father, he gave him a new job. He was to guard the granary. Dad set up a trap and told Arlo that if a thief fell into the trap, a stick like this would do the trick. In order to get his seal engraved, Arlo kept a watchful eye on the granary. Before the trap is triggered, Arlo cautiously approached, and there was a little wild man. Arlo wanted to hammer him, but then he couldn't bear it. The kind-hearted Arlo finally lets him go. Dad was furious when he found out. He decided to take Arlo and chase the little wild man back, but suddenly there was lightning and thunder on the way. There was a storm. A flood of water suddenly came from far away. Dad pushed Arlo up against the rocks with all his might. He was swept in by the flood. When Arlo saw the little wild man again, he thought that the little savages were responsible for his father's death, so he rushed forward in anger.
Get over here!
But when the little wild man walked past, Arlo chases him away in fear. By now, Arlo was lost, and it was raining. He had built a simple tent from a tree trunk, but as soon as it was set up, water leaked out. He was laughed at by some mice. Suddenly, the grass shakes. Arlo was terrified. It turns out that the little wild man has brought a lizard for Arlo to repay him for saving his life. But how could he eat this thing? Seeing that Arlo wouldn't eat it, the little wild man grabbed another beetle. He was afraid he wouldn't know how to eat it, so he gave him a demonstration. Looking at the big pincers, Arlo couldn't eat it. The wild man brought some berries this time. The hungry Arlo finally ate them all.
Squeeze the life out of you. Before I do, some more.
3 baby dinosaurs are about to be born. The dinosaur